Hang on, just right. Is the sound clear?
Yes.
Gurave Gaura Chanda Radhika Tadale Krishna Krishna Bhakta Tata Bhakta Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasati Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Ramo Ramo. So first of all, I have a pranams to our Gurudev, Vishnupad, Srimad Bhaktivedanta, Narayan Gosai Maharaj, Arupanuga Guru Varga, all devotees, Dandavat pranams. So we are almost finished our Nabadwip Dham Mahatmya. These last 2 chapters, so much tattva are there. Clear up any misunderstanding. Right? These are the questions of Jiva Goswami. Okay, Vijaya, Deutschka. Okay, it's questions of Jiva Goswami. Okay, Yamuna, husband is there. What's he doing?
At work. He's at work.
Thought McDonald's was closed down during the pandemic. Okay.
Not over
So,
here.
Jai Jai Gaurachanda, Jai Nityananda, Jai Dvaita Garadha, Prema Rasana. So Nityananda, all glories to Gauranga, all glories to Nityananda Prabhu, to Dvaita Garadha, all glories to Prema Rasananda, the happiness of Prema Bhakti. Jaya Jaya Shivasadi Bhakta Nabadwip Jai, Jai Nam Sankirtan Premana Nilai. All glories to Nabadwip, all glories to Shivas and the devotees. All glories to Nam Sankirtan Premera Nilai. That is the storehouse of Prema. No, we're hearing again and again. Mahaprabhu giving this Prem through Nam Sankirtan. So Bosiache Nityananda Shiva Sanyan Angan Go Prema Via Varidar Bohe Duinayan. So Nityananda came to Shiva Sangan. Of course, we know Lord Chaitanya always manifests in 4 places. The courtyard of Mother Sachi, the courtyard of Raghav Das Pandit, wherever Nityananda dances, and the court, did I say the courtyard of Srinivas? The courtyard of Srivas? Anyway, there's 4 places. Courtyard of Mahaprabhu, of Mother Sachi, courtyard of Srivas, the courtyard of Raghav Pandit, and with Raghav Pandit, and when Nityananda dances. No, so Nityananda sat at Srivas Angan. That is quite near to Yoga Pit, the place where Lord Chaitanya was born. And tears were flowing from his eyes as he was absorbed in Gaura Prema. So Nityananda was surrounded by so many Vaishnavas and other saintly persons. And by grace of Nityananda, they also all were immersed in the ocean of Gaura Prem. So Jiva Goswami came there and offered pranam at the feet of Nityananda. And Sri Jiva rolled in the dust of that place. Then Nityananda said, Yatane Sri Nityananda Gigyasa Vachan Kota din poile kore ami Kota din pore jabe tume Vrindavan. After how many days you will go to Vrindavan? Imagine. Nityananda just told him all the glories of Nabadwip and then asked him when you're leaving. So Jiv bole Prabhu agya sarva parihoy. Agya poila kori ami Vrindavanas. No, Sri Jiva said, Prabhu means Lord Chaitanya has ordered me to go to Vrindavan. Therefore, whenever you give permission, I will go. But I want to ask some questions. Please be kind and answer. Right? This is one lesson. If everywhere, anytime we're near a high-class devotee, we should ask some question. Then you get some Harikatha. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Tadvidi pratipatena pariprashnana seva. What is the qualities of disciple? Should be surrendered, should have mood of seva, and some pariprashnana, some inquiry, some question. Right, Nanimukhi? No question, no Harikatha. Like if the sages at Namasadanya, they asked 6 questions. Right? And Sutta Goswami answered, that is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Or Parikshit Maharaj asked 2 questions to Sukadev Goswami. That answer is the Srimad Bhagavatam. Arjuna's 16 questions to Krishna, that is Bhagavad Gita. So unless there's some proper person to ask, there will not be any Harikatha. So this one aparad to stay in front of Guru Dev and remain silent. This is considered one aparad. So Nityananda knows everything, but still he's asking. This is etiquette. You know, like Sanatana Goswami, he asking many questions to Mahaprabhu. Rupa Goswami asking many questions. Mahaprabhu asking to Ramananda Roy. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. This all Harikatha come from some question. So Jiva Goswami said, I have some question. So question is, first question, Ei Nabadwip Dham hoya Vrindavan tapikene Vrindavan gamana yatan. We're just hearing again and again, all holy places are in Nabadwip. Right, Vilasini? What you're reading now. Okay, 1 hour, just forget this world and just hear something. Otherwise, you're in Qatar and your mind's in school book and just making a show. So don't make show, try to hear. So if this Nabadwip is same as Vrindavan, why should I go to Vrindavan? I can stay here in Nabadwip. So good answer, no? Why Gurudev tells everyone to come to Vrindavan? If Nabadwip and Vrindavan are same, why not stay there? Jeev prasna sune Prabhu korena uta. Bada guya kataye sune atapa. This is very deep subject matter, Nityananda said. Ordinary person cannot understand. So Nityananda said, Prabhu prakat lila yata din rai dek jen vayamuk jana na janai. As long as Mahaprabhu is still in this world, no one should know this topic. Okay, so Nabadwip Vrindavan hoy ekatatva paraspara kichunai hinatva mahatva. Nabadwip and Vrindavan are one tattva. There is no question of one being superior or another being inferior. Right? This is one of the 10 offenses to the Dham, to think there's a difference between Nabadwip and Vrindavan. No? So say Vrindavan Dham rasera adar, se ras napaja nahi adhika. Vrindavan is an ocean of ras, but unless one is qualified, you cannot taste it. Right, Vilasini? What you're looking at? What's she looking at, Nanimukhi? Huh? Anyway. So Vrindavan, an ocean of ras, but unless one's qualified, cannot taste it. No, like we see, Shiva came here. He wanted some place at Rastali, not qualified. Even Brahma came here, made some disturbance. Devaraj, the king of the demigods, Lord Indra, he also came to Vrindavan. Just caused some disturbance. So if Nandimukhi comes to Vrindavan, how will she get anything? Even Brahma, Shiva, Indra, no success. Even Narad, no place here. So unless one is qualified in a particular way, one cannot get Ras even though he's sitting in the ocean, sitting in the middle of it. So why? Because in Kali Yuga we have so many nonsense, so many offenses, so many unmaterial desires. Right? Even half an hour we cannot sit in Harikatha. Mind is going here, mind is going there. So especially in Kali Yuga, all are unqualified. Short lifespan, always disturbed, so many desires. So especially in Kali Yuga. So what to speak of Kali Yuga, even Dwapara Yuga, Krishna performed these pastimes. Who got that prema? Very hard to find anyone. So, thinking this, Kripa Kori say Dham Nabadwip ahoy. Thinking this, Vrindavan manifested as Nabadwip. Hetaras Adhika Jiva Pujai. And this Nabadwip bestows qualification upon the Jiva to taste Brajaras. So there's no difference between the two, but still one is more beneficial for the conditioned souls. Radha Krishna Lila Hoy Savras Sar Sahastatinai Hoyadika. Even though Radha Krishna's pastime is the essence of all rasa, nothing is superior to that. Still, one cannot very easily attain qualification to enter that ras. Even Lakshmi Devi in Vrindavan doing austerities for millions of years, no success. No, we already heard Brahma. Many people you think, they came, but could not attain. Kata janma tapasya kore hoye ja gyan paripakva poye rasera sana. By performing austerities for many lifetimes, one will attain knowledge of tattva gyan, philosophical truth. When this tattva gyan becomes mature, then one will try to understand what is ras. Tahate vyagata bahu ache sarvakshan ateva sudula burasa mahada. Therefore, there are so many obstacles in attaining it, right? Nityananda says, oh my God, excuse me, 5-minute battery left. I didn't charge it since last class. So Nityananda said, every second there's obstacle. Right? No one will attain, therefore, there are many kinds of obstacles at every moment in attaining Braja Prem. Right, Vilasini, when you chant Harinam, what's your mind thinking of? Vilasini? When I finish my 2 rounds, then I can be happy?
Yeah.
So it means every moment there's some obstacle, every moment. Therefore, very difficult to attain Rasa Bhakti. Jai se braj giya nahi pai ras, aparad bas ras hoye to viras. No one will attain that ras just by going to Vrindavan. Or go Vrindavan, that's not enough. Why? Because of one's offenses, Vrindavan becomes tasteless, viras. Like I remember, Gog Maharaj would not let his disciples go Vrindavan. Now we think it's very cheap, very easy. Chalo. Gog Maharaj would not let his disciples go. He said, why you go there? What you'll see? Will you see Vrindavan? No, you'll just see pigs, rocks, plastic bags, sari shops. sweet shops, you will not see Radha Krishna. So he would not let his disciples go to Vrindavan. Actually, I think Gokmaj himself only went twice. Only went twice, from what I know. So just going to Vrindavan is not enough. And we see many people come to Vrindavan, but because of offense, after a few days, few months, few years, this Vrindavan, oh, they think, chalo. Go back to Omsk, go back to Russia. There is real happiness there. Now, see this Ras, this Vrindavan, which is an ocean of Ras, after sometimes becomes viras, tasteless, because of offense. Huh? Who is saying this? Nityananda Prabhu himself is saying. Right, Radhika, when you come back to Russia and you go in the supermarket and there's 30 different types of cheese, 20 different types of flavored yogurt, then you think I came back home? So, Gaur Kalikal Aparad Sarvakal Jive Jivan Swalpa Barai Janjal. This terrible Kali Yuga, Gaur Kali Yuga. Gaur means very dark ignorance, dark. Gaur Kali Yuga, very thick Kali Yuga. Terrible. Aparad Sarvakal. Everyone is surrounded by offenses. Always doing aparad. Every second we are doing some offense. Right, Radhika? We took Diksha, but our minds are going here. Every moment we're making some offense. We chant, but not with no service mood. We chant, mind is thinking something else. We think, oh, I should do Gayatri. I did many times, I skipped today, no problem. We do Gayatri, mind is thinking so many things. If we have 100 books in the room, Bhagavad Gita will be the last option. So we are surrounded. Nityananda says in Kali Yuga, surrounded by offenses. Even we cannot live peacefully together. Even devotees fighting amongst each other always. And we only live a few days. Jiva, Jivan, Swalpa, Barai, Janjal. How long we live? Right? Today, Radhika, when was the funeral? Yesterday. 2 days ago. Thursday. Right? We go to the funeral, but we think, that will never happen to me. How long we have left? How many days? How many more codices we have left? I'm thinking definitely Radhika will die before me, but who knows? Who knows? Could be killed by a huge monkey in Seva Kunj tomorrow. So, short life, and in that lifetime, so many troubles. Srila Bhaman Maharaj would say, 90% of people's time is just for kawa dawa in Bengali, kawa dawa. Food and a place to sleep. Right? We have to pay rent, electricity, gas, food, transport. What's left? So 90% of our time going in that, kawa dawa. Eating, sleeping. So this terrible Kali Yuga, surrounded by offense. And that we only live a few days. And there are many, many troubles. Right? How many troubles everywhere? COVID, this disease, this problem, this neighbor, this co-worker, my mother, my parents. So many troubles. Devo icha koilo brajaras labanai ateva Krishna kripa rasa hetu hai. Deva, even if one wants brajaras, it's still impossible to attain. Only Krishna's mercy is the only way you can get it. No other way. Radha Krishna Kripa Kore Jivere Upa Vrindavan Saha Samudita Atapa. So Radha Krishna have so much mercy, ocean of mercy. And to give that mercy, they came in the form of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Gurudev would Chaitanya Charitamrita would explain, Gurudev would explain also. The problem is Krishna's nature of Krishna, he only gives mercy according to your qualification. Gurudev would say, Krishna is a businessman. If you deserve 10 rupees of bhakti, he gives you 10 rupees of bhakti. No more, no less. But Radharani is full of mercy, but in Krishna Lila, Radharani is the potency of Krishna. She can only act according to the desire of Krishna. So even though Vrishabhanu Nandini Radhika is an ocean of prema, still, because she is Shakti, she can only act according to the desire of Krishna. And Krishna's desire is according to your qualification, you get bhakti. Therefore, this is the lock on Brajaras. This is the lock. Abada Kuruna Sindhu Katya Mohan. This Brajaras was locked. What locked? Krishna holds the key. And Krishna gives mercy according to qualification. But Krishna is very kind, so in order to give more mercy, in order to bestow full mercy, Radha Krishna came as Gauranga. Because even though Lord Chaitanya, he is Krishna, that is true. But in Lord Gauranga, Radharani is in control of everything. Radha Bhav is predominant. Radha Bhav Juti Suvalitam. Radharani's mood is prominent in the Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Therefore, in Gauranga, Radharani's mercy is not restricted by the desire of Krishna. Understand, Radhika? That's why Gauranga's mercy is unlimited, because Radharani's bhav mood is predominating. Nothing to stop, nothing to hold that mercy. So, to give that mercy, Radha Krishna both came as Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And that Vrindavan then came as Nabadwip. Ras Adikajiv Korena Pradhan Aparad Bora Kabu Nahi Paistan. In order to bestow qualification upon the souls, the jivas, to taste rasa, Lord Gauranga made a path where obstacles cause no trouble. Even though there may be millions of obstacles, millions of fence, these cannot disturb the living entity. Amazing. Therefore, Hetabas Kori Nam Kori Asra, by taking shelter of Nabadwip Dham, residing in Nabadwip, and chanting the holy name there, one gets qualification for devotion. One gets qualification for ras, aparad ksai, and all offenses are destroyed. Even one does offense in Nabadwip, still he gets prema. Right, Radhika? What's the proof? Jagai Madai. Unlimited nonsense they were doing morning and night. 7/7. 7/7/24. That's how they said, right? 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They were doing nonsense. But still they got prema. That is the glories of Navadvip, the glories of Lord Chaitanya. Okay, Hari Dev from Vietnam. Ready? Ready for Navadvip? Okay. So, Swalpadin Krishna Prem Hoy to Ujval, Jugal Raser Varta Hoy to Prabhal. Within a short time, Prem manifests within the Sadak's heart, and a strong desire to understand the pastimes of Radha Krishna will awaken there. Tabajiv Gaurakrip Korea Arjan Yugal Raser Pitapai Vrindavan. By attaining the mercy of Gauranga, the living entity attains Vrindavan. I remember when I went to Puri first time and I came back, then I asked Srila Gogamaj that afternoon. So our goal is to think of Lord Chaitanya. Then he thought very deeply. He said, we pray to Lord Chaitanya, please appear in my heart as Radha Krishna. Please appear in my heart as Radha Krishna. By attaining the mercy of Gauranga, who is Gauranga? He is Radha Krishna. So Gauranga easily reveals himself as Radha Krishna. But if one goes to Radha Krishna directly, he cannot achieve success. Some doubt is there. So Tabajiv Gaura Krip Korea Ajan, when one gets the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he attains Vrindavan. Guya tatve nahi koi jata, Nabadwip Vrindavan bed hoite na. This is very confidential. There is no difference between Vrindavan and Nabadwip. So, Tumar Asray ebe raspita hoy ateva Vrindavan kore asray. Although Vrindavan is present in Nabadwip, you now have the qualification to take shelter of the pastimes of Radha Krishna directly. Therefore, Brajadam is now your shelter. Sometimes people say to Didi, oh, they're in Vrindavan, they ask Didi, oh, we need the mercy of Mahaprabhu. Didi says, without the mercy of Mahaprabhu, you couldn't be here. Because Mahaprabhu's mercy means you get Vrindavan. Okay. Brajaras adhikare Nabadvipa Jiver Kartavya Sada Vallabha. O son of Vallabha, that is Jiva Goswami's father's name, Vallabha, or Anupam. So Vallabha Tanai, O son of Vallabha, Anupam. The duty of a human being is to attain qualification for Brajaras by first taking shelter of Nabadwip Dham. Having attained Brajaras, one should reside in Vrindavan because there the living entity attains the delight of Ras. Means in Vrindavan everything is direct and Navadvip indirect. No, we call Gupta Vrindavan. Navadvip is called Gupta Vrindavan. Radha Krishna there, but in hidden form, Gauranga. And Vrindavan is also there in Navadvip, but hidden form. It looks like a different place, but it's not. So, when one gets the mercy of Navadvip, then he can come to Vrindavan and taste everything directly. Because in Navadvip, you live there, then you're tasting through separation. Or when I can go Govardhan, Harate, Brajadevike, in separation, one tastes in Navadvip. But in Vrindavan, one can directly experience. Okay? So, Jiver yatai hoy rase ulas. When he gets qualified, then one should live in Vrindavan. Then one feels bliss. Navadvip kripa jabe labe sadujan tabe aniyasi labe dame Vrindavan. If a virtuous person attains the mercy of Navadvip Dham, it is very easy for him to attain Vrindavan. Prabhu Siddhanta Sune Jiva Mahasaya. Hearing this, Jiva Goswami became very happy and caught the feet of Nityananda Prabhu. And then he asked a great question. Ei Navadvip vas kore bahujan sab kene Krishna bhakti na kore ajan. But in Navadvip, we see many people are living here, but they do not engage in devotion. Last night I said to Didi, like who's building the temple, contractor is one Muslim man. He arranges all the laborers and all that. So I said to Didi last night, how amazing. He has so much security to be born in Mayapur, but Muslim. What is this? Then Didi said, hey, Muslim is always Muslim. She said like that. Muslim is always Muslim. But still, he's a religious guy. He goes to the mosque like 4 times a day. But anyway, this is the question. Many people live in Navadvip, but they're eating fish. They're eating goat. Probably many places there's buffalo, cow also. Alcohol, prostitution. This all going on. Don't ask me how I know Radhika, but I've heard. No, next to the Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj's temple, I don't know if it's still there, was one house of ill reputation, where prostitutes live. So when the police would do a raid on the prostitute house, all the prostitutes would come to the temple and sit in the Harikatha like this. So you can see in Nabadwip, everywhere, chicken eating, fish eating, drinking, so much mafia. So question comes, so many Muslims are there, so many worshippers. Yeah, anyway, I don't want to go too much into it, but all this nonsense going on there too. So, even many people live in Nabadwip, but everyone is not doing Krishna Bhakti. All these people are living in Nabadwip, but why then everyone is not getting Bhakti? How can offense still stay within them? Kisi tab nischint hoibe Vishnujan, Bore Prabhu Vishwadam Nitya Niranjan. Then if even ordinary people live in the Dham and don't get bhakti, then how the Vishnujan, how the devotees can be certain to achieve success? Then the Vaishnavas will also have doubt. So, what is the answer? No, one time Gurudev went for a walk near Panchaveni. There was 2-3 of us there. Then Gurudev called some local guy, 2-3 local guys. They were just morning walk guys. And Gurudev asked them in Bengali, what is this place? What is this place? What holy place is this? Then the Bengali guys were like, I don't know anything. What is this place? Then Gurudev said, okay, thank you. They left. Then Gurudev said to us, little sneakily, I remember, he said, they have so much luck to be born here, so much luck. But you have more luck than them because you are here in Sadhu Sangha. You are here in Sadhu Sangha. Okay, but let's hear what Nityananda said. Okay. Suno Jeev, Vrindavan, Nabadwip and Dham, Ajasra Nandamoy Jivarevish. Many, many living entities live in this Nabadwip and live in Vrindavan. Even in Vrindavan, so many Mayavadis are here. So many gundas, so many criminals. No? So many people live here. But Sudajiv, Ganajar, Prakritara Par, the pure souls who are beyond the material nature eternally reside here as Krishna's associates. They are the real Brijabasi. Like Gurudev would say, one who is born here we respect, but we should always remember who is Brijabasi, who is the real resident of Vrindavan. That is the souls who live here by their Swarup. Easy to understand. Didi was saying, when she first came here, Gurudev gave 2-3 instructions. Don't make friends with any local. Don't make friends with any Brijbasi. Don't make friends with any Pujari. Because Pujari say, give some donation for Thakurji's seva. This way they'll catch. And don't make friends with any caste or Swami. There's 3 things. So living in Braj, but who is Brijbasi? So the pure souls who are beyond Maya, they eternally live here as Krishna's associates. Edam nitidam bashuda chinmoy jara desh kal heta poye parajay. This Dham is nitidam bashuda, pure, transcendental. There is no influence of jadesh kalak heta poye parajay. There is no influence of material place, material time here. Edam desh kalak chidanandamoy. Right? The land, the time, and everything else in this Dham is fully spiritual. It is eternally transcendental. But are we seeing that? When we come here, what do we see, Radhika? Dead monkeys, dogs with holes in their heads. e-rickshaws running over cats, dead animals, beggars, pollution, stool, dust, what we are seeing with material vision. Okay? Griyadva naranadi kanana chatva chinmay sakalajaneti manoha. The houses, rivers, streams, forests, and places are all spiritual, all supremely enchanting. Say to Ananda Dham Prakitarapa, this bliss-filled Dham is beyond material nature. It is captivating and fully spiritual. Krishna put all his potency here. Krishna desires to liberate the living entities by leaving the Dham here in this material world, by manifesting. Dham madhya kabu nahi jara avashtiti. Jar bada jeev nahi pai hoyagat. Material objects cannot exist in the Dham. Right? Nor can conditioned living entities enter it. Have you been to Vrindavan, Radhika? No, never been in your whole life. Is Damodar Maharaj in Vrindavan? No. Listen what Nityananda says. Right? Material objects cannot exist in the Dham. Here I am with my packet of vitamins. Here I am with my watch and my iPad. Can material objects exist in the Dham? No. And conditioned souls cannot enter it. Dhame rupa jaramaye patijal achadita rakiye dhama chirakal. Jar Maya covers the Dham with her illusion. Sri Krishna Chaitanya ja nahika sambandh jale rupar vas kore se and. A person who has no relation with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is blind. He never resides in the Dham. He resides in the covering of the Dham. That is called Prakriti, Jada Maya. Gurudev gives an example, like in India, they have the sweet shops with all the rasgullas in a bowl. And they put some fine cloth covering the sweets. Then all the mosquitoes and insects, they go on this sheet and they think, I'm on the rasgulla. Are they on the rasgulla, Radhika? Where are they? On the covering. But they think I'm on the rasgulla. Manibhav Amiachi Nabadwip Puri Praudamaya Muktakore Raketa Duri. Although he thinks I am living in Nabadwip, in reality, Praudamaya bewilders him and keeps him far away from the Dham. Yadikon Bhagyodoy Sadhu Sangpai. If by good fortune he gets Sadhu Sang, he can reattain his relationship with Lord Chaitanya. Then the Dham is revealed, like in Jaiva Dhamma, right? Rajanath, he was Brahman, he was born in Navadvip, no? And whole life he living here, but what's he doing? No contact with devotion, no contact with sadhu sang. Therefore, many, many years he living here, but he cannot understand anything. Then by good fortune, he met his guru, Raghunath Das Babaji, and by hearing from him, gradually he could understand Sambandha Gyan and he achieved perfection. So Nityananda is saying the key to everything is sadhu sang. That is the key. Because our senses are material, we cannot perceive the transcendental nature of the holy Dham. But the sadhu senses are not material. The sadhu senses are fully purified. Therefore, they directly perceive the nature of the spiritual nature of this place. And that reality they give to us by Harikatha. So even the holy Dham is revealed to us through the mercy of the devotee. Very deep thing. So if one comes here and offends devotees, what's the chance they will realize anything? Not so much chance. Okay. So one time, I'll tell one more story. So many stories are there. Saraswati Thakur was walking past and there was one stool field. So all the disciples were covering their nose because the stool smell was coming. Then Saraswati said, how astonishing. This is transcendental Mayapur. Here are only divine sights and smells. How astonishing it is that even in this transcendental Dham, you are still smelling the stool of the material world. Anyway, so living here is great, but if one wants the real benefit, he'll have to come in sadhusanga. So, Sambandha Nigud Tattva Valabanandan Sahaje Na Bhuje Buddha Bada Jiva Sedan. This Sambandha Gyan, this relationship is not easily understood. Conditioned soul cannot understand it very easily. Mukhe bole Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Moh Vidoy Sambandha Heen Sada Maya Bo. Many people say Lord Chaitanya is my only Lord, but their hearts do not have even one drop of relationship with him. They're always carried away by Maya. So our first relationship, therefore, is with Gurudev. Our first relationship is with Sadhu. This is the first step of Sambandha Gyan. Because Krishna is very far away, no? We have not met him. So how we can develop relationship? So first is developing relationship with Krishna's form in the form of Sadhu. Guru Krishna, Shakti Avatar Prakash, Krishna Che Roop Korena Valas. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna has 6 forms. Guru, Krishna, Bhakti, Bhakta, Shakti, Avatar, Prakash. 6 forms of Krishna. Gurudev, Krishna himself, Guru, Krishna, Bhakta, the devotee, Shakti, Radhika, the gopis, Avatar, the incarnations, and Prakash, Baladev or Nityananda Prabhu. Krishna doing pastimes in these 6 forms. So, Sambandha means first with Gurudev. If Gurudev has given us shelter, really, from core of heart, if we accepted Gurudev, that means Radha Krishna have also accepted us. So, one may say many things, but without Sambandha Gyan, cannot achieve success. Right? Always swept away by Maya. So say sab log bose Maya jalupari kabu shuddha bhakti nai paya hari hari. Right? Even though some people, they're always covered by the Maya, because they never associate with sadhu, they cannot get bhakti due to false pride. Even though they are hypocrites, pseudo-religionists, imposters, they consider themselves the topmost of everyone. Sedamba Chari Sadhu Charana Prasad. By the mercy of Sadhu, one can give up this pride and become Trinadapi Sunichena. That's why Sadhu always chastising us. That is their mercy to keep us, make us realize we are in low position. But we are so much nonsense. Sadhu chastises, we become angry at the Sadhu. That is our nonsense. So say Dambachari, one gives up one's pride. Sadhu Charana Prasad, by the mercy of that Sadhu, Trina hoite apaneke dina koresat. One will feel oneself, I'm very low, very fallen. Vriksha peks hoita suhishnu to the gan. Then he develops these qualities like tolerance. Right? Gurudev says one thing to us, we cry for 5 days. What is this? Where's tolerance? You cannot even tolerate the words of Gurudev, which are full of mercy. How you tolerate the abuse of the ordinary persons? So Gurudev abusing us for these qualities. We become humble, we develop tolerance, amani, apani, amani, samaya, nipun. He becomes expert in giving honor to others and never demanding one's own honor and fame. We are very far away from these qualities. So sadhu sang means they give you these 4 qualities. So living in the Dham is not enough. One should be in the Sangha of Vaishnavas, then you'll develop these qualities. Then Echari Gune Gune Krishna Gunagai. When one has these 4 qualities, then one can chant the glories of Krishna. There's so much Katha and Chaitanya Charitamrita, the importance of these 4 qualities. One time I was with one sannyasi, and he asked me, has Narayan Maharaj given you Siddha Pranali? That time I couldn't think what to say, so I said, not yet, probably next year, I'm hoping. I said, I didn't know what to say. Probably next year, I'm hoping, like that. Because you say no, what the person thinks. Narayan Maharaj is not qualified. Who knows what they think? So then I told Gurudev that, oh, this Maharaj, he said that. Did you get Siddha Pranali? Then I told Gurudev my answer. He said, no, you answered wrong. You should have said, of course he gave me Siddha Pranali. Siddha Pranali means that process to attain perfection. Siddha Pranali. You should have told him, yes, of course, Gurudev gave me Siddha Pranali. Trinadapi sunichena torori vasuhishna amanena manadena kirtanya sada. More tolerant than a tree. More tolerant than more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. Give all respect to others, not demand respect for oneself. This is Siddha Pranali, the process of perfection. Yeah? So, therefore, how much we have to become tolerant if we want to do sadhu sang. Sadhu says something to us and we become upset. This is not a good symptom. When one has these 4 qualities, then chants Harinam. At that time, one can realize one's eternal relationship with Lord Chaitanya. Means Radha Krishna, right? Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna. Sri Krishna Sambandha Sant Dasya Sakya Ad Vatsalya Madhur Iti Pancha Prakar. Okay, there are 5 relationships the jiva has with Krishna: Sant, Das, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. Okay, some people say there's only one relation, Madhurya Ras. Is it true, Radhika? Wrong. 5. Nityananda, who's saying Nityananda himself? Right? So who cares what those guys in the Lachua say? Nityananda himself saying 5 relationships with Krishna. Santa Dasya Bhav Kori Gauranga Bhajan. Right, clear. By worshipping Gauranga in the mood of Santa and Dasya, devotees then attain a relationship with Krishna in one of the other 5 rasas. Right? To Guru Gauranga, what mood we have? Santa mood, Dasya mood. Santa and Dasya. Yeah. It means we have a mood of servant. I'm servant of Gurudev, servant of Gauranga. No, I cannot go and breastfeed Gauranga Mahaprabhu, right? But Sali Ras is not there. There's no Madhurya Ras there in Gauranga's Leela, right? In Gauranga Leela, only 2 Ras, Santa and Dasya, servant. When one has that relation with Gauranga Mahaprabhu in a pure way, no Namaparad, no Vaishnavaparad, no Sevaparad, no Dhammaparad, then Mahaprabhu reveals his form as Radha Krishna and one's eternal Sarupa awakens in Sant, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, or Madhurya Ras. Okay, clear. Jas, Jay, Sambandha, Janati, Siddhabhav. Okay, should we do this next week? Today is Sunday, right? Tuesday. Let's finish this because don't want to give too much in one class, otherwise it tends to go in one ear and out the other ear. Okay. So very, very confident. You see this chapter, I said this chapter, so much tattva there. So, without the mercy of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who could know all these things? Are there any questions from the people? Oh, are there any questions? Nitya Turangani just joined 1 hour late, so that's good. Are there any questions?
No, I was listening on the phone. Good day.
Anyone? Any questions? Anupama?
Krishna.
Nitya Kishori?
Yeah.
Okay, Nitya Kishori from Vietnam. Any question? Everything okay there? Any questions? Yes.
So about Shanta and Dasya Ras for Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So I have I can imagine who had Dasya Ras, but who was in Shanta Ras in Gauranga Lila?
Well, everyone meditates on Lord Chaitanya, right? Shanta Ras has the feelings nishta, fixed. So that feeling is there, no? All devotees of Gauranga are fixed on meditation on Gauranga. Okay.
Or they're both at the same time, Dasya and Shanta, right?
Well, maybe in some devotees, Shanta Ras more strong. Right? And Dasya Ras more strong. Yes, Gurudev would only say Dasya Ras. Gurudev never said anything about Shanta Ras, but I'm reading here first time. So Dasya Ras is probably more prominent. But Dasya Ras have the quality of Shanta Ras. I'm thinking that's probably why it's mentioned. Okay? So what relation with Gurudev and Vaishnavas? Dasya mood, servant mood, Dasya mood.
Mm-hmm.
And when that's mature and perfect, then one can progress in one's eternal relationship. Okay, TK, but all that, this more confidential thing we'll hear on Tuesday. Okay, any other questions? Vilasini, any question? How's your chanting going?
I'm chanting 2 rounds a day. I want actually to chant 3 rounds a day. I will try.
Oh, it's Ekadasi, right? Oh no, Tuesday is Ekadasi. You're not at school, right? Try and do a bit more in Ekadasi, all right?
Okay.
How old are you now? 12?
Yes.
Okay, you should be doing 12 rounds a day. Gurudev would say like that. Okay, if you're 2 years old, you can do 2 rounds a day. But if you're 12 years old, you can do a bit more. Take it like Purushottam. How old are you, Purushottam? 24. And still doing 2 rounds a day, right? Okay, so next Tuesday, very confidential. Nityananda explains about the Swarup of the Jiva. So try not to miss that.
Good. Good.
What?
I have one question. You said before, long time ago, we had the same conversation. You said that with Guru we can have all these 10, like Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu. Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, and there is Sakya. And you said to Mohan, I remember that you can be a friend with your Guru, kind of this. So is it possible or only Dasyam?
Yeah, but first is Dasya, right? Hey, Gurudev, how are you? Then it just become mundane, right?
Yeah, right.
So the no quality of Dasya Ras, and you want to become Sakya, then just cause disturbance. So Dasya Ras should be there. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything
Можно
else?
еще вопрос? We have some question.
Who is it?
This is Saraswati and Madhavi. We read in Brahma Samhita, and in Brahma Samhita says like it's like Krishna Loka and Gaura Loka. But before I was thinking like this is like Goloka, it's like has two parts, like Vrindavana Lila and Gaura Lila. But in Brahma Samhita, it says like it's two different planets.
No,
So
two different planets. Both is Vrindavan.
And
We just heard a whole class. Nabadwip and Vrindavan is not different, right?
yes.
So what's the question?
Okay, so in Gaura Lila, in Vrindavan, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also sannyasi, or it's not
No,
necessary to be sannyasi?
There's no
No?
sannyasi form in Golok Vrindavan.
But what he is doing then in...
There he is Grihastha form and chanting Harinam.
And what about Vishnu Priya and Lakshmi Priya?
Did you ever one time look at the altar that we have at Krishna Balaram temple?
What? Sorry, we couldn't hear you.
Did you ever look at the altar in Krishna Balaram?
Yes, of course.
Did you see any sannyasi there?
No.
And what you saw?
Gauranga and Radha and Krishna.
Yeah, so Gauranga is not sannyasi there. Right?
Yes.
What's he doing? Harinam Sankirtan.
And what doing then Vishnu Priya and Lakshmi Priya Devi?
Doing their service.
But Lakshmi Priya, she left her body in Ganga and...
Oh my God, I'm not answering this question. Next question. That's what happens when a new person tries to go too high. Just disturb everything. Just read Bhagavad Gita first, all right? Have you read Bhagavad Gita?
Yes, 3 times or 4 even.
Try 4th time, then we'll answer this question.
Okay, sorry, Gurudev.
Can I ask a question?
Have you read Jaivadama?
Yes,
How many times?
1.5.
Okay. They're doing their seva. When they come to this world, it's a different lila, you understand?
Yes.
No one
But
dies
it's-
in Golok Vrindavan.
But if it's the same Vrindavan, there should be like some similar lila, like in Gaura Lila also.
Okay, ask tomorrow. Next question.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, what's
Hello,
So the-
anything else?
yes? It's Makeshwari. I'd like to ask a question.
Okay. But I hope it's not crazy like the other question.
No. So the proper sequence is like when we do our Gayatri, before we do anything, any spiritual practice, think of Sri Guru and then Gauranga and then Radha Krishna. But what's the proper way to fix our mind on Sri Guru and Gauranga
What-
first?
According to your qualification, you'll fix your mind, right? According to your relationship, you'll fix your mind. Right? The proper way, the ideal way is you meditate on Guru's Sarup, right? Then you meditate on Gauranga, he's Krishna in the mood of Radhika, chanting the holy names. That's the proper way. And then you meditate on Radha Krishna. There's no difference between the 3. There's no 3 different meditations. That would be the ideal. That's the gold medal way, right? But if we're not on that level, then we just have to do according to what we understand, and gradually we'll become purified and higher understanding will come to us. So that question can't just answer, there's just one answer. Everyone's on different level. Everyone's on different understanding. But as the Guru, as the Diksha mantras were explained, you should meditate on that way. Okay?
Thank you.
Anything else? Nityangi, everything good in Ukraine?
Yes, a little bit good.
Chanting?
Yes,
Doing Gayatri?
yes, every day.
Eating prasad?
Yes,
Doing some arti?
No.
Try and do an art. Once a day, do some art. Okay.
Yes.
Mangalati is nice if you can do once a day. Okay, good. Thank you, everyone. Please come on Tuesday. It's like the conclusion of the whole book will be there. Okay. Tika, thank you. Purushottam, getting your ticket. You coming to India yet?
As soon as I can, Gurudev.
Okay, get that kidney out. Who knows when they'll open the border? God, with this all this new variant of the virus, it could be 6 months. Who knows? No one knows anything. Tika? Okay, Nupama, no more videos on the virus and the vaccine, okay?
Yeah, only.
Everyone's just guessing what's happening. No? Don't put your head into it. Okay, go Premanandi. Thank you.